Welcome, welcome. Thank you guys very, very much for taking a few minutes with us today out of your busy schedules. My name is Bill Linkwald. I am the productivity coach here at the Roswell Market Center. This is Candace Story in my upper left-hand corner. She is our partner coach. Candace has been in the business for 20 plus years. I've been in the business for next 2 weeks from now will be 16 years. And together, we run the productivity coaching program. In short, I'll read you our mission statement. And my goal for today is really to get to know the two of you guys, a little bit more about your background and your goals, and hopefully give us an opportunity to share with you how the systems and the structure and the foundations that we've built and all of our daily and weekly offerings can be a great partner for you as you are launching your business and want to make sure you're focused on the right stuff in the right order and that you're super efficient with your time and your energies so that we can all have great businesses, right? So we started this program in March of last year, basically about a week before COVID started. And we are essentially 100% virtual right now. We will start to be making some shifts back into in-person offerings. But for the most part right now, we are virtual. And we have been that way since March of last year. So our mission is to create a community of learning-based and purpose-driven leaders focused together on accelerating the trajectory of our businesses and the quality of our lives, using the powerful leverage of Keller Williams models, systems, and technology. We intend to create abundant lives for ourselves and for those we support. So what I've learned in my handful of years in leadership and my 10 plus years in Roswell at Keller Williams is that basically everyone gets into the business for the same reason. And that is to have a better quality of life, right? Whether that is more control over your time or your income or your opportunity. It basically boils down to that. And so knowing that, and we'll confirm that with you two today, knowing that our job is to discover what it is that you're aiming for, right? What are your goals? Why are those goals important to you? And then equip you with the appropriate teaching and training and mentorship and particularly accountability so that we can create a plan together. And then we can execute on that plan so that you are in alignment with your goals. Does that sound fair?
Sure.
All right, let's take just a moment, if you would. And Nick, let's start with you. Tell us a little bit about what brought you to Roswell and real estate in general. And that way we can kind of make sure that our presentation is specifically focused on things that are relevant and important to you.
Okay. I'd like to first start. My name is Nick Hong. It's nice to meet you, Bill and Candace. What brought me to real estate agent and then also to the Roswell office is actually my sister, Twee, who actually got her license. Okay. You met Twee, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so she got her license about 7 weeks ago. And I don't know, I've always had an interest in real estate dating back when I first started my career. I actually came out of school, graduated in 2016, and got a sales job out here in Alpharetta. So I've been working sales, tech sales, and software sales for a while. So I have that sales background. And I don't know, like I said, I've always had that real estate interest. And then when she finally got her license and she told me to do it, I decided to go ahead and take that leap. I felt like my sales background would kind of carry over and I'd be a really good agent, and wanted to explore that interest for sure.
Beautiful. So is your goal are you planning to leave your other job and be a full-time agent? Are you in the middle of kind of a transition, or tell me a little bit about that?
Yeah, for sure. I definitely wanted to start it off as doing it on the side when I'm not working, when I'm not selling software. I wanted to do the real estate thing. And eventually, once I, get settled in and have a big client base and can make, a living off of real estate, then probably transition full time. But not gonna do full time until I can at least guarantee a steady income, right?
Yep, got it. All right. Welcome aboard. Let me
Thank
ask
you.
you this. If there was one thing that would need to happen in real estate over the course of, let's say, the next year for you to say that Cameron, you think about this, I'm going to ask you the same thing, okay? If we were going to identify one thing that would need to happen in your real estate business between now and a year from now, so that you would say, oh my gosh, this year in real estate, this first year in real estate was just incredible. What would that be?
You said what would need to happen in this
Yeah,
next year?
what is the single most important thing that you're going to be judging your first year of real estate on? How do we make, well, number one, what is it? And then secondly, we'll talk about how we make certain that that happens.
Income, right? Profit. That's why we all get into business.
Yeah.
So yeah, making good money.
Okay, so give me more specifics. What if you made
$10.
$20,000? Would that be good?
No,
Okay,
I would
what's that number?
say realistically within the first year, anywhere between 80 to 100K.
80 to
Selling about
100K.
yeah, 10 to 12 homes in a year.
All right, very good. That is absolutely possible. We actually have, that is such a common answer that we have developed a very specific plan around exactly that. So I'm looking forward to introducing that to you. All right, Cameron, tell us a little bit about yourself if you don't mind.
My name is Cameron. Nice to meet y'all. I'm from a small town in Georgia. I joined the real estate business because of my dad. He was a real estate investor in Maryland. I actually did it backwards. I'm from Georgia, but I went to Maryland first and got my real estate license up there. So I'm licensed in both states. But he's a real estate investor there, and I was working at this Walmart distribution center in Georgia, and I got fired. So, and I kind of wanted to, like you say, I kind of wanted the control of me having my own time and personal time and stuff. So I was like, man, it's time for me to grow. And so I was just took that leap of faith and just went to Maryland. And my dad taught me the investor side of the real estate game. So that's when I came with that. I got my license, and I got my license in March. Then I came back home, and that's when I became official here.
All right, all right. So the beautiful thing about this business, guys, is that no matter what you were to say, let's say Nick, you had said, hey, I want to make green or green. It's definitely possible. We'll show you the plan that it's going to require, and then you have to determine, based on whatever else I've got going on, do I have the appropriate amount of time to get all this stuff done? So the good news is we have a lot of people that are making incredible, significant money, right? I mean, we have agents that are making $1 million a year, and they work like they're making $1 million a year, right? So this is a very easy, low-paying job, and this is a very, in fact, you don't have to do anything, right? You are your own boss. So it's a very easy, low-paying job, and a very it's a lot of work to make it a high income job. Cameron, what's the number you have in mind? Or I don't want to insinuate that it's a number. For you, what is your year one goal? How do we measure whether you nailed it this year?
I could say the same thing he said, between 80 to 100K, starting off first year, and just building that portfolio with the clients, building a client base.
All right, perfect. Let's do, I'll just take a 30 seconds to introduce myself and give you a little bit of my background. Candace, I'm going to come to you in a second for the same thing. So I have been, July 1st, I will have been in the business for 16 years. I was with another company first for about 5.5 years. I've been with KW a little over 10 years now. Best decision I ever made. When I came to Keller Williams, I just about tripled my business and took advantage of what I would consider to be better leadership training, better sales training, technology, etc. I ultimately grew a team. I have 2 buyer's agents and an assistant right now. And I'm not really in the day-to-day of helping buyers and sellers, but my team certainly does that and can do that. About 4 years ago, I stepped into leadership. I was the team leader for about 1.5 years. and then moved over to the productivity coach role last spring, and have built the program from there. We have 84 agents in the program at this time. These are agents of all experience and production levels. And my passion right now is helping people get clear on how real estate can be the kind of the engine that gets you to where you want to be, right? So like we said before, if you treat this opportunity like a hobby, it will pay you like a hobby if you're lucky, right? If you wake up every day and you're getting smarter and you're building your network and you're taking the ball forward every single day, you will notice that this business will be incredibly rewarding. And so I've seen, you know, to be a little raw, I've seen a lot of people come and go in this business, and I'm just here to tell you that it doesn't have to be that way. And the people that you surround yourself with and what you listen to every day, and your attitude every day, and your patience every day is going to have a humongous impact on your future success. And so I'm here to partner with agents of all experience levels to make sure that that they get what they want. Bottom line. Candace, who are you?
Hi guys, I'm Candace Story. This year will be my 21st year in the business, and I was with Keller Williams about 17 years ago. I built a team to the top 10 in the office. I was mentoring agents. I was on the Agent Leadership Council, but I have a love for new construction, and so I decided to go on site. So I left Keller Williams, and then I was on site for numerous years, and then decided to go back into regular real estate and wandered around different brokerages for a while. And thanks to Bill and Aubrey, they helped me back to Keller Williams, where I am just thrilled to be back since January. And then I think, Bill, did I start in March as a productivity coach?
I think just before March.
Yeah, just before March, I started as a productivity coach. And that's, I'm still in real estate production. I have some hefty goals for this year, so I'm being held accountable to those. And but my heart is absolutely in helping newer agents to navigate the overwhelm and get in production fast, so that you can start, because that's the best way to learn, is to get into production fast. And I'm just delighted to meet you, and hope we get a chance to work with you.
Beautiful. So let me give you kind of a brief overview of the program so you can kind of understand how it all works, and we'll talk about the money and all that stuff. So so here's the essentially the weekly rhythm. Okay, every Monday through Friday from 8:30 to about 9:15, we have a morning huddle. The purpose of the morning huddle is to get you inspired, to motivate you, to usually there's a little bit of accountability. Usually there's a little bit of teaching. So we have a different kind of lesson, if you will, every single day. Today we were talking about probate. So Candace led a class on the probate process and some ideas for lead generation with respect to that, and building your network of all the different professionals that can help you in that arena or in that niche. So basically every day we are talking about something and teaching you about something that will move your business forward. So that could be anything from scripts and role play, mindset, buyer presentations, seller presentations, time management, profit share, systems, tools, technology, all that kind of stuff that will lead generation ideas that will help you move your business forward. So that's every day from 8:30 to 9:15. As I mentioned before, everything is recorded now that we do. And so we have a private YouTube channel that hosts about 500 plus videos, again, on every single concept that you could possibly imagine, you know, offers, negotiations, paperwork, CMAs, you know, presenting to buyers, presenting to sellers, that kind of stuff. So that is available. You'd have easy access to that right away. We have kind of 3 subgroups in the productivity room. We have a launch, which is agents that are like 0 to 3 transactions, basically new agents. Agents that are 4 to 11 transactions, we call that growth. And then 12 and up, we call that PC2, and that's annual. And each of those groups has a weekly mastermind, also on Zoom. So Candace runs the launch masterminds, I run the growth mastermind and the PC2 mastermind. And what we do there is we are basically bringing people together that are in roughly the same production level, so that we can talk about things that are relevant to those people, right? Hey, what are you experiencing out in the marketplace? How did you overcome this challenge? What did you do in this situation? Right? How have you had success building your business in the last week? These kind of things. Okay. We have an opportunity for you to earn one-on-one coaching. As a launch agent, there's a couple of very small requirements that you do. It take you about an hour tops, and then you would get on Candace's one-on-one schedule each week. Once you're in the growth group, then you get on my schedule each week for a 15-minute consultation. We have spend a little bit more time together when you get into the PC2 group. Okay, we have a few WhatsApp groups. So we have a WhatsApp group for announcements and for help. So at any time, you got 84 people that are ready to help you with any challenge that you might have. Or somebody was on today saying, hey, who's your housekeeper? Or who's your carpet cleaner? Or who's your roofer? Or hey, what form do I fill out for this? Or hey, does this marketing piece look good? Does anyone have any recommendations, right? So you have another layer of support with people that are happy to help you move your business forward. Okay, we also have a couple of pop-up classes periodically. Like we have a class this week that one of our agents is teaching on a system called Vulcan 7. That's the premier source for expired listings for sale by owners and withdrawn listings. By the way, that is a service that we provide to the PC agents for free. That is normally $350 per month, as well as a technology piece called Cole Resource Realty. And that's essentially an online directory. So you, let's say you had an open house here, and you wanted to call the 1,500 people or up to 1,500 people that live closest to that property and invite them to the open house, or let them know that you have a new listing, or that someone just went under contract or something. We have all the names and numbers there. That's about $1,200 per year. That service is free with productivity coaching. So we generally have at least one pop-up class per week that you would be free to attend. And of course, if you are not able to attend for whatever reason, we upload the videos every day so that you can watch it or rewatch it at your convenience. We also have as you probably know, we are one of 3 offices of the Georgia Legacy Group. That's the Roswell office, the Operette office, and the Peachtree Corners office. And there's a director of career development for Georgia Legacy Group, and they host weekly sessions on mastering scripts, another one on role play, advanced skill building, getting leads through social media video, tech and social media, assertive prospecting. We have a session each week for all of those topics that you would be invited to, no additional charge. Any questions so far?
And I'd just like to say that if that sounds like a lot, we help you understand which ones you need to take next.
Yes, exactly. So one of the very first things that we're going to do, guys, once you come on board, is we invite you into an orientation where we build your business plan together, so you understand the metrics that are involved. And, you know, Cameron, how are you going to make sure that you book enough appointments in order to sell that number of homes so that you can make that kind of income, right? And we create a plan for you on what am I supposed to do every day, and how do I know I'm on track for that every day and every week. Okay. Coaching in general is different than training or teaching, right? We've got a whole calendar full of multiple training events all week, right? You have access to KW Command, KW Connect, all these services through your affiliation with Keller Williams, but there's no accountability around that unless you seek it out, right? So you may learn how to do a listing presentation, but if you don't have a partner that is evaluating your business activities, then you might not go on enough of them, or you may be building the wrong habits to go on them, right? Like if you lead generate 5 days in a row, it's starting to feel like a habit. But if you take 5 days off, now you have a habit of not lead generating. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like they say, never miss 2 days in a row, because then you just got the opposite habit, right? I got a habit now of not working out. You see what I'm saying? But I'm going tonight, just so you know. All right, any thoughts or questions so far?
No, sir.
All right, let me tell you how the money works. Okay, we specifically created this program to be a no-brainer, right? Which is we have essentially thought of every single objection that somebody could have and try to create a program that addresses all of that. Okay, So most coaching, as you probably are familiar, let's say you wanted to go to the gym and get a personal trainer. They're gonna charge you by hour or for their time. So I'm gonna pay $75 to hang out with you for an hour, and you're gonna teach me some stuff. And then whether I get a six pack or not, that's on me, right? If I could pay the guy when I got a six pack, I would sign up for that in a heartbeat. You see what I'm saying? But I'm paying for the man's time or the woman's time, and therefore the results are on me. This coaching is the exact opposite. This is you sign a short contract that kind of just states your expectations and my expectations, et cetera. And there is no fee. There is no short or long-term contract until you're successful. So you come on board, we start building your plan. We start giving you access to all the videos and the resources. We also have a private Google Drive, I forgot to mention, that has just everything from script books to marketing pieces, checklist, systems models, tech, all that kind of stuff that you can use to continue to build your business. You take advantage of all the morning huddles, all the masterminds, ideally the one-on-one coaching. And when it works, right, when you have a transaction is when you pay. And it's 10% of the gross commission income. And we cap that at $10,000 per fiscal year. So if you were to make 60 grand, coaching would cost you $600 or $6,000. There's never a time that you will be asked to pay for coaching that you didn't just get a check that was 9 times as much. Make sense? Mm-hmm. If you make 100 grand and coaching costs you $10,000. If you make 300 grand, coaching costs you $10,000 per year. Make sense? The idea is that it is not coaching. Think of coaching as a partnership, right? Today, you guys have a certain set of challenges, right? What do I learn? What do I learn first? What do I learn next? How do I know if I'm being successful? All that stuff, right? How do I fill out this contract? How do I, sign up for that or whatever, right? But once we figure that stuff out and a couple months, go by, you're gonna have a whole new set of challenges. And when you get to the 12 homes a year stage, you're gonna have a whole new set of challenges. And when you get to the 50 homes a year stage, you're gonna have a whole new set of challenges. Your coach is there, watching you do what you do to make sure you're acting in the most efficient way and managing your time as efficiently as possible and helping you see things you can't see yourself, no matter where you are in your business. Many of us know that many top performers have multiple coaches, right? Make sense? Mm-hmm. All right, what questions do we have?
So I had a question on, you said it was capped at $10,000?
Yes.
And is that per year?
It would technically be per fiscal year. So let's say you were to start today, then it would be a $10,000 max from middle of June to middle of June of next year.
Okay, gotcha. And is it per transaction up to $10,000? The coach,
you would pay per transaction up to $10,000. That was paid
per year.
Yeah, exactly.
Gotcha. Okay, that was the question I had.
Exactly. Cameron, any thoughts, questions, feedback? You may give me more clarity on anything? Okay. So Candace, what have I missed?
You haven't missed anything. One of the things I would say is the culture of the productivity coaching community is one where you can lean on each other. You can do things together so that you're not alone in the business. It can be pretty overwhelming if you're trying to do everything by yourself, but we don't have that community. We have a community of contribution and caring. And the other thing I'd say is that if I could go back and talk to myself when I was starting real estate, I would tell myself to have a coach, because I went for a number of years and I was successful, but I know that I would be in a much different place right now if I had a coach. And ever since I realized that, I have had a coach. I've had a coach for numerous years, different coaches at different times, depending on what I needed. And now I have two coaches. Actually, Cameron, you'll appreciate this. I have a coach who's helping me with investments. And then I have Bill as a coach as well. So I could just say, start off with coaching and you'll be at a different place 21 years later than you would be without a coach.
Right. It's what Gary Keller says leadership is, and I translate that to be coaching as well, is we teach you how to think so that you can get what you want when you want it, right?
Mhm.
I mean, literally, I could teach you how to sell homes in like a couple of days. Everything else is the psychology of dealing with human beings.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, Nick, you probably understand that from being a sales guy, right?
Yeah.
First, you got to learn your product,
Mhm.
right? And learn the updates and the trends and the market stats and that kind of stuff. And that's a very small component of your level of success. The rest of your success is, am I thinking the way I need to think to track my activities, to focus on my goals, to get smarter every day, to expand my network, to follow up appropriately, right? To have the appropriate tech tools, right? So you figured out the IT sales stuff a long time ago. Now your chief project, I'm assuming I'm putting words in your mouth a little bit, but tell me if I'm wrong, is how do I get in front of more people so I can have more results?
You're
It's got
spot
nothing
on.
to do with the servers that you sell.
No, you don't sell the solution. You sell the people what they need.
I love that. Okay, say that one more time. I want to make sure that gets in my brain. Say that one more time.
I was saying you don't sell the product or the solution. You're selling to the people's needs.
Right.
You know.
And you're selling yourself as the solution to their issues.
Right.
Right.
Yep.
And
Right.
that's an ongoing relationship. So if they buy whatever you sell them and it doesn't work in 6 months, they call you to say, hey, Nick, fix this thing.
Right. Right.
Okay. What else is on you guys' mind? Does this sound like something that you believe could be helpful?
No, definitely. Like coaching sounds amazing, especially like coming into real estate. This is a whole new industry, new product you have to learn. Coaching would definitely help with laying out a game plan, basically. When you mentioned like these group huddles and everything, these resources, you said 8:30 to 9:30 every day, Monday through Friday, right?
Yeah, it's like 8:30 to about 9:15.
Is that in Eastern time or is that in Central
Eastern
time? Okay, I just saw my calendar invite for some reason. It was Central time. Are you guys based out of Chicago or Atlanta?
No, we're
or?
here.
We're
Oh,
in
that's weird.
Roswell.
Yeah, I don't know why my
Office
invite
is you.
said. It threw me off, honestly. I was like, why does it say Central time? It said invitation from Bill.
Oh, I'm looking at it. It
Linkwald.
says GMT Eastern time.
What? Yeah, I don't know. I'm looking at it right now too, and it says 11:30 to 12:30 CDT. I don't know why.
You're not in Central time right now, are you?
No, I'm here in Alpharetta.
I don't know what that is all about. You're the first person that's ever said that to me before.
Yeah, I don't know how to fix that either because that's kind of throw me off.
We have tech support. There's Sam, Jackson, and Leanza. And Sam's actually in the office today, and you can get on their schedule. They have hours in our office, and you can get on their schedule and they can fix that for you.
Okay, and that was another thing when I first got on the Zoom call as well. My audio wasn't working, but I was just on the Ignite with Melba, and my audio was just fine. So that's another thing. I was supposed to I reached out to Leanza because she was supposed to have like a tech training, and
Yep.
I needed to get my KW command set up. She
Okay.
hasn't reached out yet though. So.
All right, I'll make a note of that.
Love that you're being proactive.
Yeah, my sister is definitely driving me.
Oh.
She called me at 8:00 this morning. He's like, wake up. I was like, no, I have another hour.
I do everything my big sister tells me.
Tweet's great.
Wait, so your wake up call was at 8? Wait, 9?
I start at 9 usually.
You know when my wake up call was this morning?
6 a.m.
No, 5:30.
Oh, geez.
My daughter
Ouch.
goes like this. She peels back my eyelids and she's like, breakfast.
Breakfast. Usually my dog, I have a puppy, and he needs to go out. He'll put his face on my face. I'm like, get out of my face. When I say he's a puppy, he's almost like an 80-pound German Shepherd.
Oh, wonderful.
You know, you guys both seem interested, so I'm debating whether I want to say this, but I'll say it anyway, is, we believe in what we do significantly, right? And we know that if you're hanging out with us nearly every single day, and you're coming to the masterminds and you're tracking your numbers and you're engaged, there is no way that we will not be able to help you create enough one more transaction than you would have gotten on your own to way more than pay for ourselves, right?
Yeah.
So 100% of what you can earn, well, 90% of what I think you could earn with us likely far exceeds 100% of what you could earn without accountability, without an additional layer of support, without another 85 agents that are here to help you, without Candace or I, checking in on you all the time. Make sense?
Makes sense.
Cool. So next step, guys, is I will have Lee Fox, she's our Assistant Market Center Administrator, send you the productivity coaching contract. If you want to take a couple minutes to review that, obviously, if you have any questions, just reach out to me directly and we'll clear any of that stuff up. As soon as you autograph it, I will send you a week at a glance, which is our most recent weekly email. That'll have a bunch of codes and resources and links and videos and Zoom links and all kinds of stuff to kind of orient you to it. Then we'll add you to the WhatsApp groups. I'll be reaching out privately to set up an orientation where we'll start to work through your business plan. And there'll be some instructions on a couple things that you need to do in order to get on Candace's coaching calendar. Okay. And then you can start coming to the morning sessions tomorrow.
Yeah, sounds good. Definitely something we'll consider and look over for sure.
Beautiful. All right, guys. Any other thoughts, questions, feedback?
No, really appreciate your time, Bill and Candace.
Absolutely.
Thank you. It's so
All
nice
right, guys.
to meet
Welcome
you both.
aboard. Looking forward to being your partners. We'll see you soon. Okay.
Yep,
Yeah, thank
take
you.
care.
You guys have a good one.
All right, you
Thank
too.
you.
Bye.